Well, the third straight season that these two kick off American Athletic Conference play. Memphis has won the last two. Memphis has won the last 12 meetings overall. A shorthanded Tiger team trying to continue that streak here in New Orleans tonight. Basketball back. Landon Brandis, Jose Carrion, Robert Felder are officials. It's Cross and Dandridge to jump center. And the tip controlled by Tulane in the whites as they try to get their fourth win of the season, first game in 22 days.
And Memphis opens up man-to-man, fighting over the top of screens.
This is Sion James. Scott Spencer making his sixth start, and he floats one up and in. That's needed offense for Ron Hunter's group.
2-3 zone for Tulane, opening things up.
The Memphis team coming in 6-4. Again, a 15-day break. Their last game, a win over then number 6 Alabama. Easily their best victory of the season. They were shut down just hours before a possible matchup with ranked Tennessee, and that one goes off the hands of Landers Nolley out of bounds. When you think about the possible resume-building win lost there for Penny Hardaway's group.
Yeah, that hurts. They had lost 3 straight. Then they beat Alabama, so they got the ship right in the right direction, and then the shutdown again.
Now the starting lineup for Tulane, it's their 7th in 10 games. Jalen Cook back in, missed the Charleston game on December the 7th with a hamstring injury. He's had a lot of time to heal. Jalen Forbes averaging 20.7 points over his last 3. And we've got a foul on the floor as we look at the Memphis starting lineup. Well, this is their 7th in 11 games. Not a lineup that Penny Hardaway probably thought he'd trot out there all season long. You think about having Emoni Bates and Jalen Duren. Figured one of those two guys would be in the lineup every single game. That's not the case. Lester Quinones, Landers Nolley, scoring falls to them tonight.
2 big-time, high-profile high school recruits. A lot of people say this team is underachieved with their record as is. It takes time for freshmen to learn to adapt and adjust, but inside against the zone.
Malcolm Dandridge, 6'9", 250 junior, local kid out of Memphis. Now what Penny Hardaway's done so well is Kevin Cross drives and misses, is recruit in-state and recruit Memphis. He's got 7 guys from Memphis on this roster.
It's a hotbed of high school hoops, no question about that. Tulane wants to get the ball up and down the floor. They're not all that positive when it comes to a half-court set offense. They want to run and gun.
Now Lomax missed a 3. Dandridge in offensive rebound, and that one swatted away. It'll stay with Memphis underneath. Yeah, that's going to be a key today, the rebounding battle. Memphis is such a good rebounding team. They're among the national leaders in terms of average height. Tulane playing 4 guards to start. How do they do a better job rebounding in the zone? They've gotten out-rebounded pretty much every game this year.
Well, it helps that you're missing 15 rebounds for Memphis with that
right.
length and that activity. So you just got to box out. You just go get a nose for the basketball. You screen out an area, and you just go get it. Boy, they're letting them play inside.
Dandridge again. He's been the go-to guy inside. Couple of early baskets in the paint. That's where Memphis lived against Alabama. 44 paint points, their most of the season. Jalen Forbes draws contact, and he'll get a couple free throws. Now let's check out our keys to victory for today. Brought to you by Dos Equis. Well, for Memphis, we always talk about figuring out how to solve the zone.
Exactly. And Memphis turns the ball over way too many times, so they've got to limit turnovers. Tulane wants to get into the game quickly. Last 3 games, they've averaged 78 points, and they got to limit the offensive rebounding capability of the Memphis Tigers. And Ron Hunter, just glad to be back. Boy, he had a tough go with family members, and he said it wasn't the best of Christmases, but this is like a Christmas present to him tonight, back on the court, and these players doing what they love to do, and that's to play hoops.
Jalen Forbes, a terrific free throw shooter, 73%, goes 1 of 2 at the line. And, both of these coaches talked about it. They didn't get to really see their full teams in action until earlier this week. There's a smooth-looking jump shot. Earl Timberlake, the Miami transfer, and he gives Memphis a 6-3 lead. Kevin Cross has been so good the last couple of games, and he finishes plus a foul. He's picked it up another level these last couple.
Strong to the hole. This time uses the glass. Gets the friendly roll. He'll be at the line for the three-point opportunity with his the silver streak shoes on.
It's a good look.
My goodness.
Now his numbers have just grown exponentially from a year ago. He's doubled his scoring average. He's upped his rebounding average by 1. Last 2 games, 16.5 points, 7 rebounds, and 8.5 assists. He had 13 assists a couple games back against Alcorn State.
They'd like to get that every night from him.
What a luxury that is to have a guy who plays like a point forward.
Yep. A little token pressure, playing his own, because Tulane does not believe that Memphis, with their new lineup, has enough outside shooters to really hurt them. That's where they can hurt.
Nolley off the bounce. Timberlake lost it. Forbes sidestep and the finish.
Nice. No shot blockers. Fearless to the 10. Quinones.
And a foul.
Push off down low.
And Dandridge. Looked like he got whistled for it. An aggressive start for Ron Hunter's team. They've got 8 points, and 6 of them have come in the paint.
When you're at home, you want to get out the gate quickly. Dandridge takes a seat. Some substitutions coming in.
So in checks Josh Minott, freshman from Boca Raton. He's in for the first time for Memphis, a guy who Penny Hardaway has just raved about. You know, you think about this freshman class and Bates and Duren, he's kind of the lost guy in the group, but this is a 4-star recruit, kid with a lot of talent.
No question. Cook has been quiet. I was just going to say offensive foul. Bad a screen. Forbes kind of leaned in. You got to just stay stationary. It's up to Cook, the guard, to take his man right off that screen.
What do you make of the pace this game's been played at so far?
Not bad. I like the zone. Memphis has asked to play it as though it's a man-to-man. You got to drive, draw, dish. There it is.
It's a good feed from Quinones. A miss in close by Nolley. Rebound Spencer. A couple bunnies missed early by Memphis. A team who shoots at 54% from two-point range on the season, so they convert in close. Kevin Cross can shoot it for 3. Passes it up. Sion James off the mark.
No one going to the offensive glass for Tulane. Everybody kind of retreating.
7 offensive rebounds per game, fewest in the conference. Landers Nolley. And Memphis cold to start from distance, 0 for 3.
Cooks is anxious. There it is.
Floaters up and in. He's so good at that teardrop.
Just a matter of moment. He played almost 5 minutes and never even shot the basketball. You know he's got that itchy trigger finger.
Minott against Cross. That's what Penny Hardaway's talking about. Guy just has a way to score around the rim. Has good touch, good footwork. You don't see that in a true freshman big man.
Got to tighten up the zone. You can't let that happen. Nice size advantage.
Sion James takes some contact, can't convert. Lomax, the floor general, on the run. And that's a foul on Cross. Free throws for Lomax coming after the timeout. Well, Tulane off to a nice offensive start. Jalen Forbes picking up right where he's left off. More than 20 points per over his last 3. Tulane up a pair.
You know, college is a small window in time, but it changes you forever. There's research and discovery, creativity and boldness, friendships and purpose. This is your Me Plus Memphis journey, where you find your voice and passion. It's both freeing and defining. The University of Memphis is the bridge to who you become. So follow your heart. Follow the roar.
Coco Mademoiselle, Chanel. At Progressive, we love your pets as much as you do. Like this guy in a hat. That's why Progressive Car Insurance covers your pets for up to $1,000 if they're ever in a car accident with you. This mini majorette's gonna march her way right
I'm sorry,
into
can
your
we stop? I know that we're selling car insurance here, but, you know, all the cute little animals, it's too much.
Define too much.
What's wrong with cute animals?
So are we doing this or what?
Nah, it's over.
Well, someone's got to break the news to Mittens. She's a diva.
With 26 flavors, got a sauce for every squad. Don't drip on the drip. The greatest of all time. Buffalo Wild Wings.
The College Football Playoff Semifinals, Friday on ESPN.
Staring at fate, I'm in the lead and I'm breaking away. She want me now, but I'm making her wait.
The Rose Bowl game presented by Capital One Venture X, New Year's Day at 5 on ESPN.
Well, it's been a one-sided series history brought to you by Louisiana Tourism between Tulane and Memphis. 71st meeting, and the Green Wave have only 11 wins all time, 12 straight in the series for Memphis. But here's a number for you, Jordy. Last 4 here in New Orleans, average margin 5.5 points. So they've been tightly contested, and the last win for Tulane was in overtime.
You're grasping. They still lost. And listen, I know it's 12 straight. How about since 2000? 35-2. It's been a one-sided affair, to say the very, very least, and Tulane would like to get off that schneid tonight and snap that 12-game streak.
Nearly 5 years since their last win here. Alex Lomax shooting a career-high 75% from the line. Senior guard out of Memphis, East High School product. He has played for Penny Hardaway his entire basketball career, at least since the 6th grade. And he knocks down 1 of 2 at the line. Again, if you're just joining us, 3 leading scorers for Memphis are out. DeAndre Williams, their leading scorer, is out with COVID, along with Jalen Duren, 1 of 2 5-star freshmen, and then Emoni Bates, a finger injury. So Memphis very short-handed, trying to extend again that 12-game winning streak over Tulane. Quentin Scott and R.J. McGee have come on for the Green Wave. Jalen Cook off the mark on a 3.
If not now, when? For Tulane, you know what I mean?
You're right.
If not now, when?
Is there a challenge sometimes as a player when you know those guys are out to kind of keep your level where it has to be?
Well, you better, because this would be a terrible loss for Tulane. So they've got to put their foot on the pedal and get going, get some energy in this building.
Foul goes on Josh Minott. Already 4 team fouls on Memphis. And the opening about 5 minutes and change of this first half. Quinones is back in. Lomax sits. A couple other subs have come on. You saw Tyler Harris attempt a 3 a moment ago. Guy who started his career at Memphis, then a year at Iowa State. Back to Memphis now.
Memphis lost to Iowa State. Okay, on the road. They lost to Georgia and Ole Miss, 2 SEC schools. Okay. Then they lost to Murray State, 74-72. That got some rumbling going on in Memphis. They take their hoops pretty seriously. They bounce back with that big win over Alabama.
This is R.J. McGee. Baseline drive contested well by Minott.
Oh, was it?
Memphis on the push. Quinones drop off.
Here's that execution. You talked about turnovers. They got away with one there, but just could have got a layup.
Jayden Hardaway, Penny's son, a good dime. And Minott the finish. He's got a couple early buckets.
Is that really Little Penny?
It is.
Is that Little Penny?
Redshirt junior. Played for his dad in high school. Spent the year at IMG Academy in Florida as well.
I think my son probably has one of those Little Pennies in his closet somewhere.
It's a good souvenir.
Yes.
Jalen Forbes off on a 3. Here comes Hardaway. Tries to turn the corner, cut off well by Quentin Scott, a Texas State transfer. Making just his 4th appearance this year. Shot clock down to 10. Tyler Harris gets a step on McGee, and that's a foul.
Harris is no threat from that far away. He's so quick with the dribble. Harris has to step back and force him to shoot the outside shot. That's why McGee is coming out. It just wasn't a smart play.
So foul goes on McGee.
That's what Coach Hunter says. He said, he can't shoot from out there. What are you doing? Don't foul him. Play off of him. You have to understand who you're guarding, what their strengths, what their weaknesses are.
Green Wave all of a sudden in a scoring drought that has gone on nearly 3 minutes. Memphis by a point. AAC opener for both teams. Hardaway against James. Into the lane. The leaner is short. Quinones, an offensive rebound and a foul, and that's where Tulane has to be good tonight. They have to keep Memphis off the glass.
Another offensive rebound. That's 3 now in the game. Tulane has no offensive rebounds, and here's a second chance opportunity, and Memphis is leading in that category as well.
Now, there's something about playing Tulane that brings the best out of Lester Quinones, the junior from Brentwood, New York. 4 career games against the Green Wave, 12 points per on 50% shooting. He had 20 last December in the American Athletic Conference opener on 8 of 13 shooting, knocked down 4 threes.
Considered their best outside shooter. See if he can knock this freebie down.
As part of the all-tournament team in the NIT last year, the second NIT championship for Memphis, knocks down 1 of 2. Of course, you mentioned Memphis in the program expectations. NIT titles are nice, but you're at the point now, year 4 of the Penny Hardaway era. Folks around there are ready for a tournament push.
No question. If you look in the stands here, there are more Memphis fans than Tulane fans. They love their hoops.
Another turnover.
Yep.
Well, this is something that Memphis has not done well this year, is turning the ball over. That's their 3rd already in this first half. For the season, Jordy, they turn the ball over 18.5 times per game. There's 358 Division I teams. That is number 358.
That's it's not good at all.
And you think about close games, they've played a couple of them where they've come up short. Those 1 or 2 possessions is where you lose.
Turnovers mean less shots at the basket. And it usually extends out to fast break opportunities for your opponent. So you're right. That's how you lose games.
Quentin Scott getting
Tough
some minutes
shot.
in this first half.
Tough shot.
Rebound for Nolley.
James was wide open in the corner. Give it to him.
Extra fade Harris with a good catch. Memphis is
a
little careless with the ball right now. Finds the hands of Nolley. Harris blocked. Jalen Cook soaring for a rejection.
Good scrambling defense. Cook figures out a way to send it the other way. Tulane trails Memphis by 2. Conference opener.
A look at the AAC preseason poll. Houston, after that Final Four run a year ago, Kelvin Sampson's group picked the top of the poll. 3 first-place votes for Memphis. Penny Hardaway's group playing here tonight in New Orleans, followed by SMU, Wichita State. You see Tulane down there at the bottom. A campaign a year ago for Ron Hunter. They won 4 conference games. Question is, how much more can they lift that? But we were talking about the expectations of this Memphis program. The question is, can they live up to it?
He can recruit. Now they've got to develop, got to get them healthy, got to get them back in the lineup. It's hard when you got your top 3 scorers out, man. That's hard to come up and muster a game plan. They're called reserves for a reason.
Conference opener for both Tulane and Memphis.
Give me something.
Steal. R.J. McGee to the rack.
There you go. Another turnover. That is the 4th for Memphis. But Memphis dominating on the boards, 13-4. 4 of those 13 coming on the offensive end.
The big key so far in this game, Jordy. 10 paint points for Tulane. They're getting to the rim right now.
Neither team exactly shooting Hall of Fame basketball.
Lomax in the lane. Harris off the mark. Sion James, a terrific rebounding guard.
Yeah, nice block out elevator. Top floor.
Jalen Cook, hesitation drive. A little bit of contact, no call. Timberlake comes away for Memphis. Landers Nolley triple. And Memphis has still not hit one from deep. 0 for 6 now.
Memphis really good in transition defense. Getting back quickly.
Jalen Cook, step back triple, you bet.
Over the outstretched arm of Landers Nolley.
He's shooting it above 43% from three-point range. 19 points per game, second best in the American.
As he goes, so goes Tulane. If he's playing well, Tulane plays well.
Nolley had it poked away. Timberlake got it back, couldn't finish. A lot of contact inside.
Wow.
Sion James, another block.
Wow. I mean, he went up there and sent that back angrily.
We were talking in the beginning, Jordy, about Memphis and their blocking prowess. They're third nationally. Tulane giving them a taste of their own medicine.
Ooh. Oh, golly. James sending it back. Mean. And with authority. Strong.
We could feel that one over here. Penny Hardaway talking it over with his group.
Usually you teach a player to just go up straight, not to bring it back like a volleyball spike. But he got all balls, so no foul called. Man. Penny Hardaway 3-0 in season openers. This is his fourth. Of those 3-0 season openers, 2 have been against Tulane. So he's trying to get his third straight season opener on the road against the Ferret Street Tulane Greenway.
Yeah, playing for the third straight year to open AAC play. We'll talk about Penny and his history here in New Orleans a little bit later on, but he's 7-0 as the head coach. He was 1-1 as a player against the Green Wave. And meanwhile, Ron Hunter 0-4, of course, at Tulane against Memphis, and he lost a game at IUPUI as well. So he's trying to get the monkey off his back against the Tigers.
Good anticipation. James very active defensively. Saw him get a rebound, saw him get a block shot, almost got a steal there. Play hard, play smart, play together. He's doing all that.
We were wondering off long delays. Again, Memphis hasn't played in 15 days, Tulane 22 days. Where would the rhythm come back? How could they get back in the flow? Offense has certainly been behind defense and energy so far. Another turnover by Memphis, and these two teams are combining to shoot about 35% from the floor.
You can practice all you want, but the game comes, the adrenaline comes, and you get fatigued quickly. That's why I think both coaches go into their bench early, let guys kind of get settled in a little bit. We should have a much better flow from here on out.
R.J. McGee has been in a nice groove. Last 4 games, playing about 22 minutes per and scoring 6 points per game. For the season, he's averaging only 4.5.
Good screen.
Hardaway touches to Lomax. A Memphis rotation that usually isn't too deep. It's much shorter tonight without their 3 leading scorers. Quinones is off on a triple. They are now 0 for 7 from deep.
Wow.
They're 5 for 18 from the floor to start. Jalen Cook hesitates.
Pretty.
Beautiful kick to McGee, another triple.
Not this time, but a great look and a great give up by Cook.
Landers Nolley. Penny Hardaway talked about him having to be aggressive tonight. That'll be a reach-in on Jaden Coleman.
That wasn't just, hey, Coach, I'm tired. I'm going to foul him. He's getting past me. I'm tired. Boy, they're all heavily breathing. And you can see going to the bench, getting some people in there. I'm just tired. Okay, you beat me, but you're not going to get the layup.
Hey, both coaches talked about it, Jordy. One of the keys to this game, who could manage the substitutions better? Almost feels like a hockey game with the different lines coming in.
And it's not like they've been practicing all these days. They've been in hotel rooms. They've been sequestered. So you lose your edge quickly. It's easy to get out of shape.
Jayden Hardaway off on a 3. Rebound, Scott Spencer. Green Wave are sub 39% from the floor, but leading it by 5. A 7-0 run that's gone on for 3 minutes, so a slow-moving 7-0 run. Sion James, noble days.
I think Memphis will let him continue to shoot those. deep. Oh,
Tyler Harris, he's got some range. Entered shooting 50% from three-point range.
that was
Second in the
NBA 3.
American.
Yeah, that was NBA deep and beyond.
That was his 15th make of the year on 29 tries. Scott Spencer's off on a 3. And here comes Harris.
Oops, forgot
Another
something.
turnover.
Give it back.
2-on-1 break.
Give it
Baker
back.
the lob. Forbes smoked away. And now Memphis trying to turn it around. Landers Nolley, a good pump fake. Mid-range is off. This is looking like a local YMCA game right now.
Yeah, it's a little back and forth, little playground-esque.
Got some heavy breathing early on in this one. 22 days off for Tulane, 15 off for Memphis. No rust for R.J. McGee. He's off to a nice start. And Tulane up a pair. On March the 4th, 1992, Penny Hardaway's first trip to Uptown New Orleans. 30 seasons ago, his freshman campaign at then Memphis State, the game-winning three-pointer in the final seconds to beat then number 21 Tulane. Memphis went all the way to the NCAA tournament, the Elite Eight. Tulane made its first ever tournament appearance. What a game that was. You know, Penny was talking to us earlier about it. He was actually supposed to run to the baseline. He ended up knocking it down from the wing, and, well, a win that he still remembers to this day. They've had a lot of good battles over the years. Tulane did go on and beat them the following season, though.
Well, now he's got a coat and tie on. But do you think Tulane thought for 1 second, hey, they might throw the ball to Penny Hardaway? We may want to double him and make somebody else catch it to shoot it to beat us? Anyway, that's what, the old expression. Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. And he did, often.
Yeah, what a college career he had. Two-time All-American, two-time Great Midwest Conference Player of the Year, and, of course, went on to NBA stardom.
Shaquille O'Neal is a friend of mine, and we've talked many, many a time. He said those days in Orlando with Shaq and Penny, he said those were the greatest days of his life. He wished they had never broken that thing up, but the money was too good in Tinseltown.
Well, how about his son Jayden knocking down a couple free throws? We are tied up at 17, and Sion James has to call a timeout.
After a timeout situation, Penny Hardaway and his staff changed things up. They go to a quick half-court trap. Tulane, not ready for it, had to take a quick timeout rather than create a turnover. So good play as Memphis ties it up. Neither team shooting it well. Both under, Memphis shooting it right at 29%. Tulane shooting at 35%. A combined 2 for 16 from downtown for the two of them. Not so good.
Now 32% combined shooting so far. Well, there is Penny Hardaway. His fourth season now as the Memphis head coach. 3 20-win seasons to start. An NIT championship a year ago, second NIT title in Memphis history, but has not been to the NCAA tournament yet. He went there twice as a player, was a two-time All-American, Elite Eight in 1992. We talked about him being the number 3 overall pick in the 93 draft. A finish inside by Quentin Scott. You think about him as a coach and all the experience he brings. These are guys that, on his team were too young to really appreciate his greatness as a player, but they know him as a very good coach. He's been a really good mentor to these young men.
It's difficult for a coach that had a playing career like he did. It's very difficult to watch other players who may not respond to the moment as well as he did as a player. It's very tough.
A miss there by his son Jayden.
Nice.
Jalen Cook down the lane again to finish. He's got 7 to lead Tulane.
That's not coachable. That's just a heck of a play by a heck of a player. We walked.
A reaching foul called first.
Ooh.
And that is number 8 on the Green Wave. So free throws rest of this half for Memphis in the bonus. Cook's first. When you think about the addition of Jalen Cook for Ron Hunter, last year so much of the offense had to go through Jalen Forbes and tough shots. the load, he takes off Forbes. You have a creator and Cross. There's a lot of options he's got this year offensively.
No question. Much better. And every coach wants that point guard that just understands the game, has a high basketball IQ, can create, do things. It just makes coach all the better. And that's what number 3 is for Tulane.
Alex Lomax playing in his 96th career game here today. 75% free throw shooter, knocks down both. A little bit of full court pressure here from Memphis. Maybe trying to speed this game up a bit.
There's another turnover.
Scott lost it off his leg. That's a couple times Tulane hasn't dealt with the pressure well.
Got to find your point guard. Got to find Cook. Give him the basketball. Get out of his way. Let him dribble it up the court.
Well, Memphis, despite going 6 for 22 so far in this game, 27%, 1 for their last 11, only down by 2. They can take the lead right here, and they do. A 3 by Landers Nolley. That's their second make of the night from deep on 10 tries.
He's an all-league pick, Nolley, so they count on him. He's got to become more aggressive offensively.
Scott Spencer can shoot it. He rattles one down. That's a guy Ron Hunter's been waiting to get going. Led the A-10 in three-point percentage back-to-back years at LaSalle. One of 5 transfers on this Grieve Wave team. Another 3-ball, and Nolley's got another one.
Now you got to realize who's on the floor, where Nolley is located on the floor, and you can't give him any space. That's back-to-back threes.
Most outstanding player from last year's NIT. Started his career at Virginia Tech. Scott Spencer. Baseline drive and kick. Extra feed to Cook for 3. Book it.
Nice pass. Unselfish. Give up one look for a better look, and Cook knocks it down.
Double figures already for Cook with 10 to lead all scorers. Quinones draws a foul. More free throws coming for Memphis. Another look at the ball movement here, Jordy, by Tulane. It's picked up these last couple possessions.
Yep, good ball movement. You drive against the defense. You find open people. You kick it out to a better shot, and Cook knocks it down. So he takes the ball to the rim strongly. He can knock down threes. As he goes, so goes Tulane.
Lester Quinones knocks down the first free throw. Memphis is hanging around in this game despite 33% shooting because of the free throw line right now, 7 for 9.
And dominating on the boards, no question.
Well, Quinones has come off the bench the last 2 after starting 7 of the first 8. He started every game as a sophomore a season ago. Mention what he's done in his career against Tulane. AAC all freshman team selection a couple years back.
Stay
His
out of the
scoring
corners.
has gone down. Quentin Scott down the lane to thunder it home.
Anytime you can get the ball to the middle against a trap, good things happen. They stayed out of the corners, got it middle, took away the trap, got the easy bucket.
So that's what we were talking about with the press break.
Yes, middle of the court.
Easy basketball.
Uh-oh.
Nolley off the bounce and off the mark. Scott's had a nice game off the bench so far. 8 minutes, 4 points already, a season high in just his second appearance this year. Jalen Cook, step back triple.
Wow.
Oh, he's got another one. Wow. He's a flamethrower.
Unfazed by the defender. Wow.
13 first half points. A deflection.
Tulane says it's our ball. Memphis, take it upstairs. Big time. And the Tulane Green Wave, biggest lead of the night, 32-27.
A 5-point edge for the Green Wave late in this first half. Jack Benjamin, Jordy Holtberg back with you. It's Jalen Cook, the second leading scorer in the AAC, has played the part so far, 13 first half points.
Little floater early. It took him about 5 minutes to get into a groove, and once he did the step back 3 ball, he's 3 for 4 from downtown. The little behind the back scoop to the hoop, getting it done. He leads the way with 13 points on 5 of 7 shooting. He's got 1 assist, and all important 0 in the turnover column.
Didn't play Tulane's last game against Charleston all the way back 22 days ago on the 7th due to a hamstring injury. And the COVID pause has given him some time to heal. I'd say he looks fresh and he looks healthy. Question now for Memphis, can they get something going here before the half offensively? Well, that's not going to help throwing a pass to Ron Hunter.
Ron Hunter with the green slacks and the white kicks.
Turnover number 7.
Ron, stay off the court, baby.
7 turnovers, 8 made field goals.
Why is he throwing it to a Tulane player anyway? Why? He's supposed to throw to the guy in the dark uni.
$1 million question. 5-point edge for the Green Wave. They've lost 12 straight to Memphis. Jalen Cook finally misses one. Earl Timberlake, Quinones. He's passed up a couple open looks. This is Lomax. Drop-off feed, Minott the finish.
Yeah, he finds ways, doesn't he? Very active, long arms. Got that basketball build.
6 points ties Nolley for a team high. Memphis back within 3 despite 34.5% shooting in this first half.
Yeah, Scott's not going to shoot it.
Inside 3 to play. Sion James
Forced
taken
it
away. That's Minott again, and a steal right back.
And another steal. Here we go.
Nolley against James. A cutter Timberlake. Knocked away, taken back, in the lane, tipped up twice. That won't go. 3rd effort, 4th effort, volleyballed around.
Wow.
Minott still battling, in the lane again. It's a scrum, and somehow that ball doesn't go in. There's a magnetic force on the rim.
Who's keeping the stats on that thing? My goodness. Man, alive. That's how you pad your stats, baby. Like 5 rebounds in 1 possession. Woo!
The old Wilt Chamberlain, huh?
Man.
Jalen Cook again. Oh, he's got another bucket. Count it plus a foul.
Supreme confidence. Combine that with strength and ability, and you got yourself a ball player. Look at him. A little hesitation and go, and then strong enough to take the contact and still knock it down. Oh, yeah, that's sweet. Yes, indeed. He's up to 15 with a chance to make it 16 at the stripe, and Tulane up 5 with 2:04 to go.
Ron Hunter talks so much about his pace, his vision, his leadership at just the young age that he's at, and only a sophomore. Again, he was really a freshman, I should say, a second-year freshman. Started at LSU, only played 17 games, 3.5 points per. Comes over to New Orleans, and, well, they've needed him to score. They've needed him to distribute, and he has lived up to the billing.
And some kids just need a change of pace. They need a change of environment to flourish. And that's certainly what Jalen has gotten here at Tulane.
Lead is a half dozen for the Green Wave. Memphis has missed its last 4 shots. They've missed 21 of their 30 shots tonight.
Where is Memphis scoring coming from?
Again, they're without their top 3 scorers. DeAndre Williams, and then a couple of 5-star freshmen, Emoni Bates and Jalen Duren. And they've taken a lot of tough twos, like that one from Quinones.
My dad would say all show and no dough. He looked good, yo-yoing it back and forth, but went nowhere. Just ate up the time clock.
Jalen Cook with 15 offensive rebound days. A pump fake from Cook. And now they work it to McGee. Spins on Timberlake.
Look at that.
Up and in. Noble days.
Bonus money there, baby. They don't expect Days to score, but what a great timing tip that was.
His 10th and 11th points of the season give the Green Wave its largest lead of the night at 8.
Yeah, that's bonus. Bonus money.
Tyler Harris can shoot it out there. We've seen that range already today.
You don't want to foul now.
Jayden Hardaway off the bounce. Harris, sidestep triple. He's made a couple.
Yep. That ability to take you off the bounce, his quickness opens up that 3-point shot. He knocks that down. He's going to stay on the court for a while.
Well, he had 18 and he knocked down 4 threes against St. Louis back on November the 16th. He can light it up in a hurry.
9-second differential. Game clock, shot clock.
Jalen Cook, 16 points right now to lead all scorers.
Knock it
Forbes,
down.
extra feed to McGee. 3 on the timer, down the lane to finish.
And Tulane dominating points in the paint, believe it or not, because of dribble drives like that. You don't want to foul.
Harris down to 2, down to 1 for 3. And that'll take us to halftime in New Orleans. How about the Green Wave in that first half?
Yes.
They will take a 7-point lead to the break.
A little spurt. Jalen Cook getting it done, and Ron Hunter got to be thrilled with the first 20 minutes. But we got 20 more to go, man.
50% shooting, 4 of 10 from 3, and a 7-point lead over Memphis in the AAC opener.
Memphis did a great job on the glass. They continue to do that. They'll scratch and claw their way back into this one.
So we get set to start the second half in New Orleans. Again, Tulane seeking its first win over Memphis since February the 13th of 2016. An overtime win here in New Orleans. They've lost 12 straight to the Tigers. Memphis trying to win a 4th straight AAC opener under Penny Hardaway. Tigers trailed by as many as 8 in that opening half. That's a good start. Landers Nolley. They need him to get going in a big way.
And you saw more movement offensively. Bodies, ball. You got a good elbow jumper. Much better. Tough shot.
Cross off the bounce.
That's the 3rd time he's done that. He's 1 for 3. Tough in traffic. That pass.
Another turnover. We talked about them leading the nation. Not a category you want to lead the nation in terms of most turnovers per game.
Where was he throwing it? Threw to the wrong side.
That was their 9th giveaway. They've made 11 shots. Cross mid-range. Got it. What a nice rhythm he's been in.
Talking to the Memphis radio broadcasters, they're baffled by the lack of defense that this Memphis team exerted in the first half. He says usually they're a much, much better defensive ball club.
Yeah, Penny Hardaway's crew led the nation in defensive efficiency by Ken Pom last year, about 35th this season. I was asking him about it, and look, part of it is you bring in the freshman class that he did. You have so much talent, but you have a lot of guys learning the system. There's a blocking foul.
Count it.
A good drive by Timberlake, and he takes some pain as well.
Timberlake has that NBA body. They thought he'd be a one-and-done kind of a player. Got hurt, had to skip a little bit. Now he's back in it. But you can see that dribble drive and the strength to lean in, still focus on the rim, get the bucket and the harm. All you kids out there, shoot it, but keep your eyes on the target.
Yeah, he missed 20 of 27 games at Miami a year ago, native of Washington, D.C. DeMatha Catholic product. You know that program. They've had a lot of guys come out of there. Adrian Dantley, Danny Ferry, Victor Oladipo.
At one point in time, every player that dressed out at DeMatha High got a college scholarship. Every player.
That's an over-the-back call going on Dandridge. Penny Hardaway not happy. Dandridge picks up number 3.
Yeah, he's
that's a huge foul.
Huge
you think
foul.
about him as their starting center tonight. Again, if you're just joining us, 3 leading scorers, the 3 top scorers for Memphis are out. DeAndre Williams and then also Emoni Bates and Jalen Duren, their 2 5-star freshmen. So that's a lot of scoring lost. They're trying to pick up the slack.
Okay.
Down by 5 hanging around, though, in New Orleans.
That's what you got to get the ball to cross, make Dandridge play him, and drive to the back to try to pick up his 4th.
James hit every part of the rim on that 3. All of a sudden, Memphis can make it a 1-possession game. And they do. A line drive triple from Landers Nolley. And he is starting to wake up.
That's his 3rd 3-ball of the day. 2 in the first half, 1 in the second. Get out of his way, let Cross go to the basket.
Forbes down the lane in the finish. Quiet first half for him, only 3 points.
Challenged Dandridge. Dandridge didn't want to foul. They're going to take Dandridge out because he just can't play to his effectiveness.
Nolley has gotten aggressive. Good look there, just missed it.
Good hustle.
Saved it and knocked over a couple of chairs. Timberlake baseline drive and finish. Memphis is right back within a pair.
Going to the basket. And you talk about height. I think more importantly than height, Jack, is length. And that play by Nolley with the length to be able to save the ball, keep it in play, got the bucket.
Zion James, corner pop. You bet. That's a big bucket.
Both teams kind of feeling better now, right? Got the kinks out a little bit. Here we go.
22-day layoff for Tulane, 15-day layoff for Memphis. Conference opener for both teams. Nice. Timberlake, the drop-off, knocked away. We have a tie-up.
Have never understood why bigs want to be guards. It was a great pass. Why did Dandridge bring the ball down to the deck where the little guys can come and tie it up? You're big for a reason. Keep it up high and get the bucket.
One of the most fundamental things you learn, right?
Never understood that. But then again, I'm not 6'10" either, so.
Spencer exits. R.J. McGee comes on for Tulane.
Every big wants to be a guard. Every guard wants to be a big. Yada, yada, yada.
Josh Minott, who gave Memphis some really good first-half minutes, checks back in for Penny Hardaway's team. 6 points, 4 rebounds for the 4-star true freshman.
Still,
one of those 4 top 100 recruits.
Right here, left elbow cross being guarded by Dandridge. Dandridge has 3. Got to find him. Either Dandridge is going to foul or he's just going to let him go. Take it to him.
Kevin Cross off the bounce, floats it up and in.
Just smart.
Not an easy shot. He's found a couple of angles. Leads back to 7 for the Green Wave.
Nolley's your big threat Tulane has to focus on.
Lomax and Cook. That's just good offense.
Yeah. Boy, can he get up when he shoots.
He's a shot maker.
I like that Cook doesn't force the issue. He waits and lets the game come to him. When the time comes, he'll start his offensive repertoire.
Now you can see the strategy. Memphis almost playing like a box and one on him right now. Just cross for 3.
Lots of standing around. That was a bad offensive set.
Lomax
That's a bad foul.
Draws a cheapie on R.J. McGee. That's a veteran play by a guy who's playing in his 96th career game today. McGee doesn't like it. Green Wave have a 5-point edge. Early second half, Ron Hunter's team trying to start conference play 1-0. Well, Memphis trying to get back to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2014. I'd say Larry Brown's a pretty good guy to add to your staff. The Hall of Famer, inducted in 2002. A guy who won a whole bunch of games as a head coach. More than 1,000 wins in the NBA, 8th most in NBA history. Of course, a terrific college coach as well. And how about this? The 1967-68 New Orleans Buccaneers. There's number 11, Larry Brown, top left.
Top left. I used to go watch them play. It was a great team. He won a championship as an Olympian in 1964. He won a championship as a head coach for the Kansas Jayhawks. He won an NBA title with the Detroit Pistons. The best way to describe Larry Brown, he's a basketball lifer. He's 81 years young, and he will still be involved in the game in some way, shape, or form for as long as he can.
What an amazing story, thinking about having him on the bench. You know, you think about Larry Brown at 81, and you got guys like Emoni Bates and Jalen Duren at age 17.
Clue.
Yet he's able to relate to those guys because he's been through so much.
I have no clue what he has accomplished. Danny Manning and the Miracles at Kansas.
Now that's some good ball movement again from the Green Wave. Wide open flush for R.J. McGee.
Defensive lapse there. Defensive lapse.
Good drive and finish. Earl Timberlake gets to the cup. He's got a chance for 3.
I tell you, it's a simple game. Memphis got back in the game. They're shooting 83% in the second half. And why is that? Because they're taking the ball to the basket. Timberlake, strong to the 10. That'll get you back in games in a hurry.
Well, we talked about his prowess as a scorer. 8 points, 7 rebounds. Transfer from Miami. A year in Coral Gables. Injury prone last year. Knocks down that free throw, and Memphis is back within 4 points. They trailed by 7 at the half. Green Wave looking for their first win over Memphis since February 2016. 12 straight losses. Cross the kick. Corner pop Sion James.
And if you notice, defensively, who's been guarding Cook? Timberlake. Athletic, big, strong. And there's a turnover. The Achilles tendon of Memphis.
12 turnovers.
Now they switch back again on Cook. Going with a smaller, quicker.
James down the lane.
That's goaltending.
That's a goaltend.
Yep.
And Dandridge got there a step late.
And it wasn't going to go in, but a step late. Once it hits the glass or the rim, you can't touch it.
Ron Hunter's group leading by a half dozen.
Boy, this is a big, big game for Ron Hunter and Tulane. Big game against the team that's had your number for years.
He's yet to win an AAC opener. Last time that Tulane won a conference opener in the American was December the 28th of 2017. They went on the road at Temple. And they've lost 4 straight overall as a team. Leading by 6. They've led pretty much the whole way.
Tulane with that matchup, kind of a man, half zone type of thing.
Lester Quinones has been off. Gets his own, though. And the mid-range is true. Second chances again. That's 12 offensive rebounds for Memphis. It's only led to 9 second chance points, but those will keep adding up.
Sometimes lucky bounces count. And Memphis got away with one there. Tough shot.
Spencer, tough step back. R.J. McGee scrapping. It's loose, taken by Quinones. Basket here. Memphis back within a single possession. Hardaway, the spin and drop off. Knocked away again.
He brings it down low again. Good D by Tulane.
Yet to score in the second half and draws a foul. 16 first half points, and he'll get himself to the free throw line.
Dandridge is exhausted as he's begging to come out. And Ron Hunter urging his team to keep pushing the pace. Keep running, keep running.
Easier said than done for a team that, of course, hasn't played in 22 days. Yep. I was asking him, first day back at practice, what was it like? He said, well, we went for about 7 minutes and had to pause, and I think you can imagine what was going on when they had to pause.
Right.
A lot of winded guys getting back in the flow.
Had those O2 tanks on the side. Breathe in quickly.
Jalen Cook, his first point of the second half, had 16 in the first half.
It's a shame that school's not in session. Would have been a great crowd, but kids going home for the break.
18 for Cook to lead all scorers. Lead back to a half dozen for the Green Wave. Jayden Hardaway connects on a 3.
Dad's clapping going, that's my boy.
So all of a sudden the Tigers, after going 4 for 13 from 3 in the first half, 2 for 3 in the second from deep. Jalen Cook responds again.
Wow.
He's got 21. It's his 4th 20-point game of the season.
Memphis has to figure out a way to defend him. Nice pass, nice look.
Another floater for Landers Nolley. 13 for him.
I would put Timberlake. I think this is a good matchup. Cook, Timberlake, let's see what happens there.
You like the length?
I like the length. I like the fact that he is physically imposing as well.
Well, they've let Sion James shoot all night, and that's been the play because he's only 1 for 5. Again, a basket here. Memphis back within a single possession. Landers Nolley has been the guy in the second half. Jayden Hardaway knocks down another 3. His second triple tonight. Memphis back within a tally.
Here we go. This is good now.
Lead was 7 at the break for the Green Wave. Quentin Scott pull up 2.
Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Wow, the red shoes. He's got the Christmas look and a late gift.
He had not scored this season entering today. He's got 6 off the bench for Ron Hunter. Back to a 3-point game.
Opportunities present themselves at sometimes, and he's seizing the moment. You got to be kidding
Hardaway. He's on fire. Back-to-back threes.
Woo, something about this gym. The rims are kind. Here we go.
Career high 11 for Jayden Hardaway here in New Orleans.
What is it about this gym and this city and the name Hardaway?
They're tying up at 59. Scott Spencer to respond. Can't do it. Memphis a basket here, has its first lead since the 1740 mark.
You can't fall in love with the three now. You got play basketball. Remember what got you back. Take the ball to the basket, both teams.
That would be the 1740 mark of the first half. Quinones stolen away. Jalen Cook to the basket. Another one. He's got 23. And the turnovers continue to hamper Memphis.
Every game I've done with Tulane, I think Cook likes the television cameras. He just plays to the lights.
Harris blocked away. Sion James' second rejection tonight. We've got some good action in the second half, partner.
I tell you what, like father, like son, Jayden Hardaway, the easy way. From the corner, nothing but nylon. From the side, Netsville, 61-59, wave.
Back and forth we go in the second half in Uptown. 2-point edge for Tulane over Memphis in the AAC opener. Now, Tulane's upcoming schedule brought to you by Tabasco. Saturday headed to Cincinnati. That's a tough start to conference play. You think about it. A Memphis team obviously picked to finish second in the polls. Cincinnati right behind them. And then East Carolina. So a couple of road games back-to-back.
Tough on the road, no question. At Wichita State's not an easy place to play at all. So, great opportunity here for Tulane. But it's a simple game. Memphis shooting 78% here in the second half. 4 of 5 from downtown, 80%. It's gotten them back in the game. Tulane's not chopped liver, shooting 56% from the floor. So offense has kicked up a notch or two.
Landers Nolley has gotten it going in the second half. Off the mark there. Here comes Jalen Cook. 23 to lead all scorers. Again, 12 straight wins in this head-to-head for Memphis. They're 35-2 in this series since 2000. Now they have dominated it. Cook against Harris.
Shot clock at 5.
Kevin Cross against a couple defenders floats it in. That's some strength.
Strong move.
9 points, couple rebounds, 3 assists.
What a great possession. Moved the basketball, wound it down, and got a good look and knocked it down.
Lead is 4.
Leave him alone. Good D. That's right.
Lomax kicks. Now he thought about it. Extra feed, Hardaway. He's made 3 threes, make it 4.
Wow.
He's 4 for 5 from distance, a career high 14.
He is the classic catch and shoot guy, and he is living up to it. Game of his career.
Well, he had some time off. Maybe he got in the gym, worked with his dad on the jumper a little bit.
Dad can't take him out when the ball's going through the hoop like that. Can't take him out.
Sion James against Dandridge. R.J. McGee left open and converts on a triple.
Wow. I can do anything. You can do better.
11 points for R.J. McGee, a season high. Back to 4 again. Dandridge in amongst the trees. Up and off, tipped twice, controlled by Sion James. Jalen Cook. Nolley gets out on him. Another step back triple. Finally missed one. That's kicked by Cross.
A lot of tired players right now.
It kind of felt like this would be close considering the delay for both teams. A question may very well be who's got the fresher legs down the stretch.
Ron Hunter told Jalen Cook, look, get you a quick break. We're going to get you back in here real soon.
Approaching 8 minutes to go here in New Orleans. AAC opener and what's turned into a very fun one in Uptown. Tyler Harris. Drop off to Dandridge for the flush, plus a foul.
It's almost Mardi Gras season, and that was a little throw me something mister. Yes, indeed. This time, Dandridge didn't bring it down low. Serve one up the alley. Throw it down the oop. There it is. Nice. Can't coach that. That's just size. That's strength. That's a man's game right there.
Well, no DeAndre Williams, no Jalen Duren in the front court tonight, so he's been asked to step up in a big way, and he has. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 3 of 5 shooting. And he knocks down the free throw, a guy who came in just 5 for 11 at the line of the season. And what do you know, it's back to 1 again.
Here we go. Yes, indeed.
Memphis has still not led since the 5:31 mark of the first half.
Where's the offense going to come now that Cook is on the bench?
Shot clock inside 10. Cross for McGee. That's a tough one, and he'll go to the line on the other side.
Size advantage. They found him down low, just elevated and took it strong to the hoop. He'll shoot 2 free throws as Tulane tries to increase their lead. The AAC season opener. Big time here. It's all right.
1 point lead for Tulane over Memphis. Just under 8 to go here in the AAC opener. What's turned into an incredible game here in Uptown. Jack Benjamin, Jordy Holtberg back with you. Well, 7-point lead at the half for Tulane. They shot at 50% in the first half. We didn't know if they could keep that up. They've upped it to 58%. Yep. The difference is Memphis is up to 72% for the floor.
And despite being out-rebounded, Memphis with a 35-17 rebound advantage, 13-2 on the offensive glass. Great shooting overall cures all those woes. But now, again, Tulane has to do a job on the glass. You cannot continue to allow second-chance opportunities for Memphis. So Ron Hunter going to the towel. Oh, this is a heavyweight fight. He's got to tell his guys, we got to put a body on somebody, and we got to try and rebound the basketball. And it's nice to have Cook back in the lineup as he brings 23 back on the court.
Second leading scorer in the AAC this year, 19 per game. His 4th 20-point game of the year. He's 8 for 14 from the floor. Those 4 3-pointers as well. But he's been countered by Jayden Hardaway with 14 and 4 threes, and Landers Nolley with 13 for Memphis.
Both teams had a flurry of back and forth threes. This game's going to be one inside the green area known as the lane, the paint. Whoever dominates that area in the last 7:39 is going to be the team that wins this thing.
A Green Wave team that has struggled at the free throw line this year, 68%. R.J. McGee, not one of the people who have struggled. He's now 10 for 12 this year, knocks down a couple. Lead is 3 for Tulane, trying to stop this 12-game losing streak against Memphis here in the AAC opener.
Memphis 15 free throw attempts, Tulane only 6.
Dandridge across the lane to hammer it home.
Oh, a little Baryshnikov inside the lane. Twinkle toes.
9 points for the junior big man. Zion James outside. Kevin Cross for 3. They needed it, and they got another one. Wow. He's got a dozen.
Amazing. 8 for 20 from downtown is Tulane. They'll take that every day, twice on Sunday.
Why not?
In the paint, too easy.
Hammers home another one. It's become a dunk party in New Orleans. Back and forth we go. Again, Memphis has not led since the 5:31 mark of the first half. Green Wave led by 7 at halftime. Forbes for Cross. Pumps on a mid-range. And the step through draws a foul. That's number 4 on Dandridge. And you were saying that's what they have to do, attack the big man.
Got to go to the rim. You live by the three, you die by the three. The team that takes the ball to the basket, 1, gets free throw attempts, 2, gets their defenders in foul trouble. It's just a win-win situation.
So the 4th on Dandridge, who got the start. Again, no Jalen Duren, their 5-star outstanding freshman center, and no DeAndre Williams in the front court either for Memphis. And Cross misses on that first free throw.
Now the Memphis coaches are all up in arms. They're saying, you called the foul on number 20, not 23. They're doing everything they can to keep Dandridge in the lineup. Let's see what they come up with. Are they going to go to the, can you replay that?
Now they got it down on Dandridge right now.
Oh, they're going to the replay monitor. Make sure they got the foul on the right player. All the Memphis coaches up and screaming, no, you called it on 20. We got to keep the big fella in the game.
Yeah, that would only be Minott's second.
And I think Memphis was right.
They did indeed switch it.
Okay.
So Minott gets the foul instead of Dandridge. So instead of 4, only 3. Cross makes the second. He's got 13, right around his season average this year. Lead is back to 3 for the Green Wave. We near crunch time. Dandridge at Cross. Triple teamed on the baseline, and some quick hands there from Cross and Sion James.
Actually quadruple teamed, right? Because the baseline is another defender. And he's got to be quicker with the move because he knows the Tulane defenders are coming.
Memphis 6-4. Started 5-0 for the first time in a decade, then lost 4 straight. Knocked off number 6 Alabama. But that was 15 days ago. COVID pause, trying to regroup here in New Orleans. Dandridge can't finish. The tip is there for Timberlake. It's a 1-point game.
There's another second chance opportunity. They're just beating Tulane up on the boards.
Memphis hanging in without their 3 leading scorers. James posting on the smaller Harris. That's a smart play.
Yep.
That's team foul number 5 on Memphis in the second half.
I just don't know how much longer Memphis can go with Harris. He's a defensive liability. Anybody that he's guarding is going to go straight down to the block. And Memphis, Tulane's finding that player, and he just can't stay with him.
Cook's been quiet in the second half. Knocked around, got it back. Somehow found Forbes. Extra pass, James for 3.
Got to hit that one, and he does. Big time shot.
Only his second make of the night from distance on 6 tries. It pushes the lead back to 4. Inside 5.5 to go.
Hardaway's been on fire, just got the ball back. That's a charge.
Offensive foul.
Uh-oh, he's hurt. Grabbing his
Cook
leg.
is down in some pain.
I think he just got kneed in the shin.
We'll see if he can walk it off.
Yeah, walk it off. Ron Hunter's not even looking at him. He's not even making eye contact with him. Nope, I'm not taking you out.
This guy's as tough as they come.
Drive.
And you think about a guy who, another look.
Oh, he got that last leg as he was coming down, nicked him on the shin, I believe. But down the stretch we come. Tulane up by 4. What will prevail? Stay tuned. Dramatic finish coming.
Now there's a look at the upcoming schedule for Memphis. A couple of games on the road to start AAC play. This one in New Orleans to Wichita State on Saturday. That one will be CBS. And then Tulsa, Cincinnati at home. Well, the key for them, they can find a way to get out of here with a win without their 3 leading scorers. They're going to be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, that would be huge, without doubt. Very even game across the board when you look at the numbers. 11-2 second chance points in favor of Memphis. You'd think, man, they've got a big lead, but they don't because Tulane has only turned the ball over 5 times. Memphis tripled that at 15.
Memphis has still gotten up 2 more shots because they've grabbed 14 offensive rebounds. And that's led to 11 second chance points. 5:18 to go.
And look at that. 0 turnovers in the second half for Tulane. That is amazing.
They've done just enough to keep Memphis at bay in this second half.
As soon as I say that, watch what happens.
Well, they do get it across with James. Can they keep making shots? The answer is yes. Sion James again. A chance for a three-point play.
Body control, strength. Nobody's going to pick me up. Okay, I'm just going to slither, slice, and dice, and get the bucket.
You know, we talked so much about, obviously, the loss of Emoni Bates, Jordy, and not having Duren and not having Williams. Those are some guys who can block shots inside. You lose that rim protection. Right. Dandridge is really the only guy who's had an impact at the rim tonight.
Said that from the beginning. No rim protectors. Tulane can drive fearlessly to the basket. James, the fourth greenie now in double figures.
Lead is 7 for Tulane. Largest of the night has been 8. And that's a reaching foul. See if they got McGee or Forbes. It's on McGee. So that's the 6th team foul. 1 away from the bonus for Memphis, who have shot free throws well tonight, 10 for 13. Got a 77% clip. A near steal there. Forbes goes crashing over the sideline. Well, he's okay, and everyone looks like they're okay. Just the chair got the damage.
Yeah. $19 on the shot clock.
Another look at this. Some acrobatics.
Hardaway was on such a roll for Memphis. They had to take him out because he was fatigued. Now he hadn't gotten a shot up since he's been back in the game. So I'm sure they're thinking about finding a way to get him the ball. He's got it now.
25 in black. 4 threes tonight. Timberlake fall away. An offensive rebound for Lomax. Harris.
No.
That was a pass.
That was a pass. Yes, it was.
Dandridge is fouled.
Eighth team foul in the act of shooting.
And now you're in the bonus rest of the way. Both teams at least.
Pretty soon they'll be in the double bonus, and that helps out. That was a pass. I thought at first it was a shot attempt, but no. Good pass, good call.
Now, Dandridge made a free throw earlier, but entered at 5 for 11 on the season. He's been perfect tonight. So Quinones, who hasn't played much in the second half, is back in, along with Nolley. Those are two guys we talked about having to step up with no Bates, Duren, or Williams. The top 3 scorers on this Memphis team. 4:35 to go. Dandridge was the first commitment for Penny Hardaway after he was named head coach in March of 2018. He knocks down a pair, and it's a 5-point game. So how are you playing this for Tulane now offensively? You want to run some clock, but you still want to be in a flow.
Well, lots of time left with the shot clock. Just keep playing. Get the ball to 3. Cook.
Shot clock inside 10 again. They feed cross outside. James knocks down another one. A huge shot. 14 points, a season high.
10 of 22 from downtown. Tulane feeling it.
Timberlake drives and finishes.
All right, you take 3 your way, we'll take 3 our way. Back and forth we go. Big bucket from Memphis. But I tell you what, inside, outside, James. That's not LeBron, but he looks like him. We'll be back.
Lead is 6 for the Green Wave, trying to knock off Memphis for the first time since February of 2016. They've lost 12 in a row. Let's look around the AAC, and, well, there's only one game going on today because 3 were postponed. SMU, a tight one against Tulsa, leading by 5. Really unfortunate to see the number of postponements that are starting to pack together. You know, it was good, Jordy, looking at the AAC and what they did, like many conferences, altering the rules as far as forfeits go with COVID. I think it was the right move.
I agree totally. Let the kids play when they reach certain goals. Look, I'm an offensive guy. How's this for numbers in the second half? Memphis, 68% from the field. Tulane, 65%. Memphis, 83% from 3. Tulane, 50%. And both teams shooting over 80% from the free throw line. Offensive juggernauts.
I feel like those are decent numbers.
Yes, slightly.
Lead is 5 points for Tulane. Again, Memphis without its top 3 scorers. Emoni Bates, Jalen Duren, the 2 5-star freshmen, and DeAndre Williams, senior forward as well. Shot clock inside 10. This is Jalen Forbes.
Go time.
Cross has to go with 5 with 4. Dandridge guards him. He goes right over the top for 2.
How do you give up the baseline? Way to go, Cross Jr.
15 points for Kevin Cross. Nolley touches it. Quinones fouled on a 3 by R.J. McGee. That's the last thing you need if you're Ron Hunter.
Yeah. Give up the 3 rather than foul them in the act of.
Let's watch this again.
Basic fundamentals. Okay, there's the shot. Got him on the hand. No question. Fortunate that the ball didn't go in for a chance for 4.
So in your mind, what's the proper way to contest a 3-point shot knowing today's rules? Do you kind of go to the side? What's the way to contest it properly?
You don't go to where the shooter is. You go like a step ahead of them because you're not gonna block the shot. You just want to try to impair their vision ever so slightly or just create some kind of a illusion. He's not going to block that shot. Just as soon let him shoot it.
Penny Hardaway's Memphis Tigers battling shorthanded in a big way. Down their top 3 scorers. Quinones misses on the second free throw. Entered as the second best free throw shooter on this team that does not shoot it great at the line.
Boy, you got to block out good here. Somebody's got to block out the shooter.
And he rolls in the third. So he gets 2 of 3. Full court pressure here for Memphis. Tulane has given it away, turnover-wise, just 5 times tonight. 15 turnovers for Memphis.
2-possession game. Memphis needs to stop. Still plenty of time.
Inside 3 to go. James is a mismatch with Dandridge. You got cross matches all over the floor. Shot clock is down to 5 for Jalen Cook. Off the bounce. Cross an offensive rebound, blocked away. Timberlake with a huge block. Here comes Nolley. Attacks on James. And a held ball.
Memphis
R.J.
possession.
McGee tied him up.
Memphis gets it. Good defense.
They've been in this position quite a bit in the second half, Jordy. Memphis right there knocking on the door. They haven't quite been able to nudge in front.
Tulane with 9 team fouls. Next puts the double bonus to Memphis.
Quinones passed on a 3. 2.5 to go.
Let it fly.
Landers Nolley triple. Off the mark. Big time rebound, Jalen Forbes. His 4th board of the night. That was a big one, and now the Green Wave can run some clock with a 2-possession lead.
Tulane 9 of 11 from the free throw line. Drive the ball to the rim. Mismatch here.
Yeah, Jalen Cook's been the guy tonight. 23 points a game high. Gets a step on Dandridge. That's a tough drop-off feed in traffic. Ron Hunter wants a review. And we're right at the 2-minute mark. Officials are going to discuss this. Let's watch this again.
See it again. Cook drives in. Gives it up. Oh, that's off Tulane. That's off Tulane. It's Memphis ball.
Looked like that left leg across.
Yeah, it's Memphis ball.
So with 2 to go even, we'll head over to the monitor and take a look at this one. 5-point lead for the Green Wave. Again, if you're just joining us, Memphis has won 35 of 37 meetings in this series since 2000, but they've never had to be without their top 3 scorers in a game like they are tonight. This is a big review.
What a confidence builder for Memphis if they could win this thing.
No question.
And Tulane's thinking, we better win this one. If not now, when?
Now they're playing for the 3rd straight time to open conference play. I was asking Ron Hunter about it, and he said, look, it becomes familiar. You get used to playing tight with these guys. They expected a battle regardless of who was ready.
All they got to do is ask us. We told them in 2 seconds.
All they got to do is ask you.
Why does it? I don't understand why it takes so long.
Best eyes in Louisiana to my right.
I mean, kind of plain and obvious, wasn't it?
I mean, I understand the review process, but, yeah, there's a sense of trying to keep the rhythm of a game. I am for, and I've talked to a lot of people about this, maybe instituting some kind of time clock for the review process. You want to get it right.
God, it looked plain and obvious to me unless there was some other angle or something. I think they're talking about how much time. It's always, when it takes this long, it's about the time factor. So,
and it is going to be Memphis ball.
Come on, guys. Well, just come over here. We'll tell you.
Well, how about this, Jordy, for a stat? That was Tulane's 6th turnover of the game. That was their first turnover of the second half. It comes with 2 minutes to go in the game. And all of a sudden, here's Memphis. Basket here. They're back within a single possession again.
Yep.
Who are you going to?
Nolley.
Nolley with Lomax, Quinones, Dandridge, and Timberlake the 5.
Good defense.
Blocked away by McGee.
Good defense.
7th block for the Green Wave. It was Memphis who came in 3rd nationally in blocks. Green Wave say, we'll do that pretty well tonight too.
Don't understand the shot attempt at all.
Dandridge will get up on cross, has got a speed advantage on him. He reached in, no call, and a steal. Landers Nolley is grabbed by Cook. He wrapped him up. Some of the assistants on the Memphis bench were calling for a flagrant, and I don't think they're going to get that. But this will be free throws coming.
2 shots the rest of the way for Memphis on any whistle.
And again, a team that has struggled for the season at the line, 68%, but tonight they've been good, 15 for 19. Landers Nolley has not been there. He's got 13 points. A 71% free throw shooter this year. Last year, 80%.
Curled it in. You're going to see a lot of offense for defense substitutions down the stretch here.
A question for Ron Hunter all season and his team. Can they close games, right? They've been there so much. They've played 7 games decided by 5 points or fewer. No team in the American has played that many.
How many did Cook have at halftime? How many did Jalen Cook have at halftime? He had
16 at the half.
16 at the half, okay. Been a quiet second half.
2 big free throws there.
1 possession game. Buck 32.
So Nolley's got 15. We reset this 3-point lead for the Green Wave. It was 7 at the half, minute 32 to go. What are you drawing up now if you're Ron Hunter? You obviously have a bunch of options. Cook's been the guy, but they've been swarming him the whole second half.
Well, you know, they've used Cross as a kind of a point forward, point center to take away some of the pressure. I still want the ball in Cook's hands because I think he can create as many things on the floor as possible, whether it be driving to the basket or drawing the defense and kicking out to other shooters. I like James spotting up in the corner. He's got 14 points. So there's plenty of players that have delivered tonight for Tulane, but it's Cook, it's James, and it's Cross. 1, 2, and 3 for me.
You think about one of the amazing things for Tulane offensively. Jalen Forbes, who averages 16.6 points per, 6th in the American, Jordy, has taken 3 shots. He's got 5 points.
Yeah.
They've got a lead.
Yeah, most important thing, get the ball in bounds. You know pressure's coming, so you know you're going to have a trap situation. Got to get it in, find your point guard, get out of his way.
Now there's Jalen Cook. Penny Hardaway calls Lomax the best defender he's ever been around at the college level in terms of the backcourt.
There's Cross to kind of alleviate any kind of a pressure situation. They're just going to bring it down to about 8 and go to work.
Jalen Cook with 23 points. Turns the corner, down the lane, flips it up and in. He's got 25. And the lead back to 5. Big bucket down the stretch, Jalen Cook.
Get the ball to your guard. Get the ball to your best player. get out of his way and let him make a play. And that's exactly what Jalen Cook did. Big-time situation, he makes the big-time play. Never in his mind did he think about giving this ball up. Strong, fluid, and then the velvet touch off the rim and in. Beautiful play.
He's got that ability to contort in midair. Uses angles so well. He's got a soft touch. We've seen the teardrop. We've seen the three ball. He's truly a three-level guy in terms of scoring.
He keeps it low to the deck, so it's hard to defend, and then he's got that bulk and that strength about him to ward off any traffic. So big possession there. Now, it's still two-possession game. It's still a lot of time. Memphis, you don't need a three. You can drive the ball to the basket, make Tulane defend. If Tulane doesn't defend, you get an easy bucket. If they do, you get to the free throw line again. Then you play the foul game.
Again, Memphis is in the double bonus, so you can extend this game for a while if you keep attacking Tulane.
Yes.
Tigers have already lost 4 games this year, and when you think about Penny Hardaway's team's path to the NCAA tournament as an at-large, it certainly got smaller when you lose that Tennessee game because of COVID. Yep. You get Houston a couple times, but who knows how strong the AAC will be top to bottom. You can't afford a loss even when your top 3 scorers are out.
I wish college would adapt the NBA rule and timeout. You could bring it up into the front court and take it out of bounds there rather than 94 feet. I wish we would, the college game would implement that.
Lomax brings it into the front court. Who will Memphis go to here? It's Quinones, who's been quiet tonight, and now Lomax again. We're inside a minute to go.
Zone's taking a lot of time off the clock.
Landers Nolley drives, gets contact, and he'll get to the free throw line. That's exactly what you didn't want if you're Ron Hunter.
You cannot foul in that situation. Stops the clock, puts a guy on the free throw line who's been really, really good of late. Time. The clock is your enemy, Tulane. That's your enemy, not Memphis.
And that's the 5th on R.J. McGee as well, Jordy, so he's done. What a good game.
Yeah, he really played well.
Hunter. Yeah, I mean, 13 points, 5 of 7 from the floor.
But the coach only remembers that last foul. Why'd you stop the clock? Come on, man. Don't do that.
That means Scott Spencer will check in. You certainly lose something on the defensive end of the floor. Big free throw is Landers Nolley. First one is true.
Just looks so good.
Started at Virginia Tech.
3 for 3.
2 years in Blacksburg, and now at Memphis. Knocks down a couple big ones. 3-point game again. They'll double team in the backcourt. There's the turnover Memphis needed.
Oh, no. Just what Memphis dialed up and what Tulane could not afford to do.
We talked about it. No turnovers in the second half until the 2-minute mark. They've got 2 now in the final couple minutes.
You want to be a coach? Look at the pain. Look at the angst and the anxiety on that man. Look at him. Oh, my goodness. Here comes the hard double team, and he tries to croquet it. Whoop! Right through the wicket, out of bounds. My goodness, across goal. Who you throwing it to? So you had a bad foul, possession before, knocked down 2 free throws. Now you have a turnover, possession to Memphis, 1 possession game, 46.7 to go. And if I'm Memphis, I take the ball to the rim again, make Tulane defend or foul.
Penny Hardaway and Larry Brown talking it over. I was watching Larry Brown earlier at shoot-around. The guy's in his prime still as a coach, moving around.
He's going, where's Allen Iverson? I'd draw a play up for him if I could.
That was a little easier back in 2001, huh? I'll tell you what was easy, too, when he had Rasheed Wallace to go to. Rasheed's not here on the trip, but he's an assistant coach now as well. 2004 champion with the Pistons.
Yeah, what's Memphis' payroll? Those coaches don't come cheap now. Man.
That's a good question. At 45.9, they may be looking at the clock to make sure this thing is accurate. And they added about, 0.8 of a second or so. 85-82 Tulane. Lead was 7 at halftime. Memphis has not led since the 5:31 mark of the first half. They can tie it with a 3 right here. Jayden Hardaway has knocked down 4. Lester Quinones. The skip to Nolley. draws a foul again. And is that a 3?
Yes, it is.
And a chance to tie at the line with 36.5 to go.
Self-destruction by Tulane. Just a myriad of late-game mistakes.
Let's check the feet, Jordy.
Oh, it's a 2.
You know what? That's a 2.
It's a 2. Yeah, it's a 2.
I was looking down right away. I think because of the head fake, he had to lean in to draw the contact, had to step on the line.
I was blocked by our table. I could not see it. I thought it was a 3, but his foot was definitely over the line.
They'll see this, and it'll be 2 free throws. But regardless, we talk about this Tulane team, and look, they're young. There's no question. A lot of young guys playing in big moments. And they've been in so many of these games by now, though. You figure you learn to close at some point. I mean, this is their 8th game now that's been so tight at the end.
Yeah. You got to flush that behind now. You got to block out here, and then you got to handle the pressure.
They're trying to win their first AAC opener since the 2017-2018 season. They're trying to beat Memphis for the first time since February 2016. No one said it would be easy.
No.
Landers Nolley has been perfect at the line tonight. And he's 5 for 5 now. He's got 18 points to lead the way.
You're trying that broadcaster's jinx, aren't you? You're trying.
I'm just speaking the stats.
Boy, just
unjinxable.
Pressure is a
1
privilege.
Point game again here in Uptown. Now you don't have to foul if you're Memphis. There's the timeout.
Well, that's a quick, hard trap, and they're taking away the initial outlet. That's just good pressure.
That was their final timeout as well. So with 33.4 to go, I was watching Memphis and the way they played that too, Jordy. And they don't need to foul now. You got a 6.4 second game clock, shot clock difference.
That's right.
How are you playing this defensively? And obviously, what are you doing here for Ron Hunter?
Well, you're doing the hard trap. You're trying to get a steal, and then you're going to defend hard. You're going to switch on screens, and you're going to figure out a way not to let Cook drive the ball to the basket.
So there's the reset.
Easier said than done, you know what I mean? Easier said.
You saw Tulane does have the possession arrow on a tie-up. Just the one timeout left for Memphis, which could prove huge for Penny Hardaway's group with a chance to possibly tie or win on the ensuing trip.
Now this should be easier for Tulane now that the ball's on the side to inbound it and to get it up the court. Should not be as difficult of a trap here.
So Forbes, Spencer, Cook, James in the inbounder cross, and they'll go to Sion James in the backcourt. Now, this is interesting, not in the hands of Cook. Here comes the trap, and they do find Cook. So about a 5.5 second game clock, shot clock difference. 1 point lead for Tulane.
The main thing for Memphis is you don't want to foul with the shot and give them a 3-point opportunity. You want to keep it a one-possession game.
Shot clock to 5. Jalen Cook with 3, with 2. Down the lane, blocked away by Lomax. It's a shot clock violation, and Memphis will have a chance to win it with 5.3 to go.
Boy, he waited a long, long time. He was at the Green Wave crest with 4 seconds on the clock. Boy, he waited a long time.
Now, they're going to review this, but you think about a review, you can't go there and call a foul. So, I mean, you're looking at, maybe 0.2, 0.1 on the shot clock?
Is Memphis trying to get some more time on the clock? I don't know.
I don't know if they're looking at that or possibly the ball going out of bounds off of Memphis and maybe you get more time on the shot clock. Well, 5.3 left.
We will find out.
How about this stat? Tulane had not turned the ball over. We talked about it in the second half until, the 2-minute mark. And 4 turnovers since that point. Memphis without a field goal the last 3:52, but they've done the damage at the free throw line.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a well played second half, to say the least. Both teams executing at a high level.
After Tulane led by 7 at halftime, Memphis again down its top 3 scorers. Emoni Bates, Jalen Duren, and DeAndre Williams.
They added some time, 6.5.
Yeah,
so that's the thing.
So it stays the way it was called in terms of.
Wouldn't it be fitting? You see Hardaway talking to Hardaway. We showed that clip earlier. Penny here in this arena.
How about this? 30 years ago, his
30
dad
years.
made that shot.
Hit the shot to win it.
Well, here we go.
Let's
Nolley
see.
with Lomax, Dandridge, Quinones, and Jayden Hardaway, the 5. Memphis has not led since the 5:31 mark of the first half. Lomax has it. 4 seconds to go. Down the lane. Flips it up and off. Rebound Quinones. No good. And Tulane holds on. The first win over Memphis since February of 2016. They snapped their 12-game losing streak against the Tigers. And what a win for Ron Hunter's team.
A nice drive to the basket. Memphis thinks his Lomax got hit in the head. There was no harm, no call. Let's see what happens. No call. There's the fadeaway. Won't go. And Tulane, a win they had to get. Had to get. With all those that were missing from Memphis, they got it. Jalen Cook, the leading scorer, and Ron Hunter gets that albatross off his back. And that 12-game winning streak for Memphis over Tulane is long gone and forgotten.
First win over Memphis since February the 16th of 2016. That 94-87 win in OT. Ron Hunter, a happy guy. Tulane to 4-6, Memphis to 6-5. This is going to be a tough one to swallow for Penny Hardaway as well.
Conference games, teams know each other pretty well. It always comes down to the end like this, and a very hard-fought game. It took both teams a while to get the rust off after having so many games postponed. And now, the second half, you saw the level of play at a very high level offensively. And it's just a heck of a finish.
Hey, enjoyed it, partner. Hopefully we get a few more of these this year. That'll do it for us. From our partner Jordy Holtberg, Jack Benjamin saying so long from Avern B. Volkman Arena, the Devlin Fieldhouse. Final score, Tulane 85, Memphis 84. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN. 12-game losing streak to Memphis over for the Green Wave. They win their AAC opener for the first time since 2017.